welcome back to my channel. Today I am actually 28 weeks, which means, drum roll please, I am officially in my third trimester and I'm so excited. I'm so thankful that I've had a relatively easy pregnancy thus far. So I recently just had my 28-week pregnancy appointment and I just want to update you guys on what's going on. So I'm just going to talk about my 28-week appointment. As you guys know, I recently had my glucose test done. So I had the 1-hour glucose test and I missed it by 1 point. So they told me that I had to do the 3-hour one, and after I did the 3-hour one, I passed, thankfully. So that is all good, and I have a video about that. If you haven't seen it, I'll go ahead and link it up here as well as in the description box down below. So our little noodle is about in the 30 to 40 percentile for height. I believe his weight is on point according to the apps, but I feel like the numbers that the doctors expect versus the apps are a little bit off, so it's hard to tell. Right now I'm still basing it off of the app because it's something that I get to see every day. And so I'm 28 weeks, which means that Noodle is the size of an eggplant, and we got an estimated weight about 2.5 pounds. I didn't get the height though. I think the average percentile is 50 and we're in like 30 and 40s right now. I was personally a little concerned. I was like, does this have anything to do with my diet? Is there anything that I can do? And for now, they're just telling me that it's kind of like genetics and, you know, we still have a lot of time for a baby to grow. I'm doing a better job of making sure that I'm getting enough nutrients to pass on to Noodle. But I believe that he should be around 15 inches at this mark according to my app. Let me tell you guys, he is a kicker. He definitely doesn't like to be bothered. That's something that I know because I like to like mess with my stomach, like push it to like try to get him to push back, which he does. And like when I do that, he like pushes really hard, so I think he doesn't like to be teased. I think that he thought that the little like ultrasound stick that was on here was like someone teasing him because he was moving like crazy. And the ultrasound technician, she was so shocked. She was like, wow, he must be tearing you up inside, because it's so hard for me to get any type of pictures because he is just constantly moving, which I was so happy to hear. I'm happy that he's an active and healthy baby. Like, he kicks so hard to the point where like her little like, I don't know, I guess it's called like a Doppler thing, like the ultrasound thing, it was like literally pushed off of my stomach because he kicked so hard. He is head down and his feet are up by my ribs, and I'm hoping that he stays head down throughout my pregnancy. He has been that way since I've gotten pregnant and since they could see him like form and stuff. But I'm just hoping it stays that way so that there's no issues when it's time to give birth. Which, by the way, I know people are asking like if I have a birth plan or anything like that. And to be honest, I don't. We're just gonna go with the flow and see what's right. If anything, I'm gonna try to go natural, most likely with an epidural, because I don't know how high my pain tolerance is. Like, I can't tell. Like, sometimes I feel like I have a high pain tolerance and other days I feel like I don't. So he is faced backwards, so it was hard to get any pictures, and so that's why I don't have an ultrasound to show you guys for this week. She did take one ultrasound picture and it was like kind of like a portfolio, like a distant portfolio. They said that he's too big to get him in a full shot nowadays, so we would only be able to get either a body shot or a head shot. That's that. And then I went to meet with the doctor afterwards, and she measured my stomach and she said my stomach is measuring normal. And for me, like, the reason why I asked her to measure my stomach was because a lot of people, like all the time, every time they see me, they're like, oh my gosh, you're so small. And I'm like, should I be concerned right now? Like, am I not eating enough? Am I not doing enough to make sure that my baby is growing? But they said that everything is measuring normal. I am on pace for everything. I have gained weight and it's on track with the amount of weight that they said is a normal amount to gain. So yeah, I feel like everything is okay. I don't have any specific cravings anymore, and I think I mentioned that in my other videos, but yeah, I'm not craving anything. Like, I'll literally eat whatever I feel like eating. It's hard to say. It's hard to say because, you know, like, when I see the food or when I hear the food, I can tell you if that's something I want or not. But like, for me to think of something to eat, I'm too indecisive for that. And that's the way that I've just always been. Another thing is that I have been super hot, like in temperature, like my body. I always need a fan blowing on me, even if I'm in air conditioning. I don't know, well, I know what it is. I know it's that, like, you know, I got extra blood running through my body and stuff like that. But okay, so another thing is it has been a struggle to get comfortable in bed. Like, you know, like, I'll get comfortable or whatever, and then I realize I have to pee, then I have to go back and get comfortable, and then like when I'm trying to switch positions while sleeping, it feels like a workout. Like, getting up out of bed is a struggle. I'm like so some other like minor things that I've noticed is, besides like my round ligament pain that I get like from the stretching of my uterus, I have occasionally felt some sharp pains like on my stomach, sort of near my belly button, which reminds me, my belly button has been so itchy. My belly button has not popped out yet, but I feel like it's on the verge of popping out because I can see it now. I can see the back of my belly coming out. It's kind of crazy. And yes, I do have a lot of stretch marks. Unfortunately, it's in my genetics, and I knew that already. But some days it is really hard to like see those physical changes going on in my body, and it does make me feel insecure. Every day I am trying to learn to love my body for what it is, and I know that being able to carry my child is truly a blessing, so I'm letting it not, I'm doing my best to not let it get to me. And I think it's because I was the type of person that, you know, did care about how my body looked like before, and you know, how I present myself. But I know, like, when I give birth and everything, that I can get back to however I want to be if I have the determination and I put in the work for it. So I will be okay. But yeah, some days it's harder than others, but I feel like that's normal. Okay, so I feel like I mentioned this in my other videos, but something that has been also going on physically is I have been getting really bad body acne. Like on my chest and on my back. It's kind of insane. When I was younger, I had acne on my face, and then, you know, I took hormonal birth control to get rid of my acne, which they're all gone, but I just have acne scars now. But now I have acne on my body, and I know it's from the hormonal changes and stuff. So I've been doing my best to like cleanse it, but I feel like because my hormones are out of whack, it's just gonna be that way. And another thing that also, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but my belly is so hairy. I don't even understand how, or I do know why, because of hormones, obviously, but like, it's totally normal, and I've heard so many other people talk about it as well. So I'm not like that concerned about it, but it's something that is a little weird. And I know a lot of people are also asking this, but no, we don't have a nursery set up yet. We will get to it when we get to it. The reason why we're waiting is I feel like I'll reach the nesting mode once we have our baby shower and we have to put things away. I have cleaned up the space that the nursery will be in, and we still have to buy a few furniture pieces, but that's what's going on with that. I will be uploading our baby registry vlog that we did, hopefully soon, so stay tuned. And I'll also link our baby registry in the description box as low if you guys are curious to see what we have on there. If you want me to make a video on all the stuff that we decided to put on there, let me know as well in the comments. And I have a mini maternity haul coming up for you guys. Oh, and one more thing I want to tell you guys is I talked to my doctor, and they did warn me that because I'm in my 3rd trimester now, that I may experience Braxton Hicks, which I'm kind of afraid of, because they're like, it's similar to labor pain, and I'm like, I don't know what labor pain feels like, because this is my first child. So I'm freaking out about like when I do feel it, but I don't think like the little sharp pains that I'm feeling are Braxton Hicks, because it's like a little sharp pain and then it goes away and stuff like that. Okay, so you guys already know that I have shortness of breath. I've been having that since I first got pregnant. It's so weird because now I definitely have it because it's harder to like maneuver myself. And another weird thing that's going on is, wouldn't say leaky, but there's definitely stuff coming out of my breasts, and it freaks me out every time I see it. I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do? And I know it's like totally normal. It's just preparing me for, you know, when the time comes, but it's so weird. And like the changes of my nipples just, yeah, I don't know. And one last thing that I want to make note of is that I have been having trouble falling asleep. When I am ready to sleep though, Noodle is like, it's playtime. And so it's hard. I mean, it's a beautiful feeling, of course, but this girl is tired. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you my belly. This is what it looks like from the front. Again, I'm wearing all black, so I feel like it makes me look slimmer, but just bear with me. This is a maternity shirt, and I'm wearing maternity leggings as well. So this is what it looks like from this side. I feel like it's super round and super large. This is the other side. This is what my stomach looks like from the front. As you can see, it's round. And for me, it looks big, but everybody says I look small. Here's a side shot of my belly. And as you can see, I have stretch marks over here. On this side, I don't have stretch marks on my belly, but they're on my hips. So this side, however, I have stretch marks all over my hips and all over my stomach, as you can see. And I'm starting to get some on my belly area right here. As you can see, my belly is slowly starting to pop out. Yep, that's what it looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed my first 3rd trimester update, aka 28 weeks. I'm so happy to be sharing this experience with you and to be documenting it for myself. And I'm so thankful for everybody that's constantly supporting us and showing us love. So thank you to you guys. Again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And by the way, if you didn't see, I posted a teaser of our wedding video that we finally just got. And if you want to see any like exclusive content from me, including the full video of that and early access to any of my videos, go ahead and sign up at misschriscash.com. All you have to do is put in your name and your email, and you will be updated every time I have a new video that's out before it's on YouTube, and you'll have access to longer content if that's what you're into, as well as some other exclusive stuff. And occasionally I will send out some tips and freebies and things like that. So go ahead and check that out. Thank you guys again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.